Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. When it comes to AirPods, people are usually in one of two camps. Either they fit your ears perfectly, or they don't fit at all. The same split happens with silicone-tipped earbuds. Some people love them. Others can't stand them. And then there's noise cancellation. For some, it's a must-have. For others, it doesn't matter. Apple knows this. And they want both groups to buy. That's why there are two versions of AirPods 4 this year. The base model is $129. The other is $179 and has active noise cancellation. But that's not the only difference. I've been using them for a few days. I'll tell you what's new, how they compare, and whether they're worth it. Let's start. With the earbuds, Apple has made some small design changes. The shape is a little different. There are new curves and angles. The speaker driver now points more directly into your ear. The stems are slightly shorter, but they still look like AirPods. The big upgrade is IP54 dust and water resistance. Last year's model had IPX4. You still get in-ear detection and microphones all around. The first thing I wanted to know was about the fit. I've never had much luck with hard-tipped AirPods. The last version was close, but they would still fall out if I moved too much. With AirPods 4, the fit is only a little better. I can twist them into place, but after a while they start slipping out, even if I'm just sitting. If previous AirPods didn't fit you well, these probably won't either. But if they've always fit you fine, these will feel the same. So far, everything I've said applies to both versions, with and without noise cancellation. The differences show up when you look at the case. The new case is a bit smaller. It now charges with USB-C. That's great to see. But for the base model, that's all you get, a USB-C charging case. The noise-canceling version adds more. It has a small speaker at the bottom. It plays sounds when charging. It can chime when you try to find it with the Find My app. It also supports wireless charging. Something is missing, though. MagSafe alignment is gone. Last year's wireless charging case could snap into place on a MagSafe charger. This one is just too small for that. It still works on key wireless chargers, but it won't stick in place. If you try to attach it to a vertical MagSafe charger, it will slide right off, so USB-C is the upside. Losing MagSafe is the downside. The magnets inside the case feel stronger now, which helps keep the buds secure. The case still works with Apple Watch chargers, which is nice. There's another hidden change. The pairing button from AirPods 3 is gone. It used to be on the back. Now there's a hidden touch area under the front light. Double tap it to enter pairing mode. Triple tap it for a factory reset. Now let's talk about the biggest question. The noise cancellation, is it worth paying more for it? If you compare it to AirPods Pro 2, it's good but not as strong. That's because of the way these fit. Since they don't seal your ear completely, a small amount of outside noise gets through. Voices, street noise, or background hum can still slip in. The ANC does reduce noise, but it doesn't block it fully. If the Pros are an 8 out of 10 for cancellation, these are more like a 4 or 5. It's more noise reduction than full cancellation. It works best in loud places like on a train, a plane, or a busy street. In a quiet room, you might not notice much difference. They also have transparency mode, and it's excellent. It might be the most natural transparency mode on any AirPods. Since some outside sound is already getting in, the microphones don't need to add much. The result sounds very natural and clear. Battery life changes depending on ANC. With it on, you get about 4 hours of listening time. With the case, that goes up to about 20 hours total. They also support ultra-low latency for Apple Vision Pro thanks to the H2 chip. Precision finding works well. And the speaker in the case makes it easy to track down if it's lost. If you watched the last Apple event, you might have seen AirPods Max get a small update, and I do mean small. They added USB-C and some new colors. That's it. No new chip, no driver upgrades, no material changes, and no new features. They didn't even add the H2 chip, which is a big part of the improvements in the new AirPods 4. That H2 chip is what processes audio from the microphones. It powers better noise reduction, improved transparency mode, and adaptive audio. It also lets you answer or reject calls with head gestures. If a call comes in, you can nod to answer or shake your head to decline. It works surprisingly well. Sound quality on AirPods 4 is solid. AirPods 3 already improved a lot, and this continues that trend. There's no EQ control, but the tuning works for almost everything. They sound clear for phone calls and podcasts, balanced for movies, and good enough for music. They don't beat the best in any single category, but they handle all of them well. So here's the choice. The base AirPods 4 cost $129. The ANC version is $179. Personally, I still prefer AirPods Pro. Silicone tips fit me better, and the seal makes noise cancellation much stronger. But I think a lot of people will save money and choose these, of course. Other earbuds can fit better, last longer, or sound better for music. But AirPods have a big advantage. They work perfectly with Apple devices. Switching between iPhone, iPad, and Mac is seamless. Pairing is instant. And that convenience matters to a lot of people. If you want to make the case look different, there are also custom skins and covers. Some add grip, some add texture, and some just make them stand out. That's the story with the new AirPods 4. The differences, the strengths, and the trade-offs. Now you can decide which version makes sense for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to Spec Hunter, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest updates.